Work-life balance can be challenging for those in the restaurant industry, especially those coming from working at critically acclaimed and even world-famous restaurants. So what's the solution for DG and Edward? Opening up their own place, DNDN Eatery. You're going to hear more about their backstory on today's Origin episode of YYE, Your Yonge and Eglinton. Edward and DG, welcome back to YYE. This is the Origin episode where I always like to get the backstory. So going from your experiences that you had to opening your own shop, how did that kind of come about?
From our last restaurant experience, we didn't have a good time. It was a good restaurant, but we weren't really enjoying it because we contributed a lot for the restaurant, and obviously it didn't come out really well. For them, yeah, but not for us. We didn't just sacrifice ourselves, right? It's like we don't really get rewarded. And we're like, if you're gonna just work like this and sacrifice for someone else, why don't we just do something for our own so that we can be happy on both sides? I think that's what most of the cook wants to do. They want to show their skills, being features on the shows, whatever, like Gordon Ramsay and stuff like that. A lot of them having a dream to watching that show, right? They were like, oh, the chef's gonna be this much amazing.
To get a Michelin star.
Yeah, but the real world's different. The Michelin star is something else. It's incredible how people putting their passions and working effort to putting on their restaurant, but eventually you get burned out too, right? It's you get the star, but you lose everything else. So it's very hard to keep your balance. To work in a fine dining and to work in high level restaurant, you got to work 6 days in a week, sometimes 7 days in a week, 13, 14 hours a day, which is not funny, right? So you get your work life done, but you lose your regular life, your personal life. And we both kind of hate it. We've been working in a kitchen, we don't have any time after all. We don't have time to hang out with the friends, hang out with the families or stuff like that. So we're we want to do something more casual, something that we're more familiar with, something more easygoing food, right? So that we can connect to the customer a little bit more. Also, we get some spare time after work too. So we both were yeah, I think we should find something, and we gotta working on something that we really wanted to do. But and we're just talking, and we found out we're both thinking exactly the same way. So we're maybe we should do something. Even if we're making less money than compared with before, I think we're gonna be happy to do something that we wanted to do, right? And we're just talking, yeah, maybe it's about a time. We gotta find something to move on. We wanted to do what we familiar with. That's how we start with Korean and Japanese cuisine. Yeah, we combine that together, and I always wanted to do something something related with deli, and we put that idea together, and it becomes Asian deli right now.
People in the neighborhood are lucky to have two guys kind of opening up a shop who have the experience that you do at kind of, highly renowned restaurants. And so, I've been hearing great things about your food, and now I kind of have a better understanding as to why. So welcome to Yonge and Eglinton, and wish you guys and your shop all the success in the world.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay.